Andrea Bocelli, the man whose voice transformed time to say goodbye into a universal heartbeat, embodies resilience. His singing does not merely carry love, hope, or pain, it imprints them on millions of hearts worldwide. Born into hardship and stricken by blindness, Bocelli's story is proof that human endurance can surpass imagined limits. From the valleys of Tuscany to the world's most revered stages, his voice emerged not gently, but with a force that commanded attention. Every note tells of trials endured, of nights faced in silence, and of a determination to transform suffering into sound that reverberates beyond the self. Early life and family roots. Andrea Bocelli's story begins in Latico, near Pisa, on September 22nd, 1958. Born into a modest working family, he was shaped by the quiet discipline of farm life. His father, Alessandro, tended vines and sold machinery, while his mother, Eddie, nurtured the home, instilling values of endurance and steadiness. Alongside an older brother, Alberto, Andrea absorbed the unspoken lesson that survival is quiet, persistent, and rarely announced. From his earliest moments, life demanded resilience. Even before awareness fully formed, Andrea learned the subtle strength of enduring hardship, a lesson that would prepare him for the trials blindness and adversity would bring. Childhood struggles and the onset of blindness. Andrea's early world was dimmed by congenital glaucoma. His perception of life relied less on sight than on sound, vibration, and echo. By age 12, a soccer accident triggered a brain hemorrhage that erased the last traces of vision. Darkness arrived suddenly and fully, a presence both complete and unyielding. In the sterile hospital room, despair seemed overwhelming until Andrea encountered the voice of Franco Corelli. That moment transformed fear into direction. Through music, he discovered orientation and purpose. It was not protection that followed, but preparation, lessons in independence, persistence, and the shaping of a life guided by sound rather than sight. Learning music as navigation music became Bocelli's compass. His parents, rejecting pity as limiting, encouraged him to master piano, guitar, flute, saxophone, trumpet, and drums. Each instrument offered a new way to understand the world, to navigate silence, and to assert agency in a life shadowed by blindness. Village competitions revealed a voice that carried the depth of experience far beyond his years. Music was not a display, but a lifeline, a medium through which young Andrea structured his existence. In learning to translate sound into meaning, he cultivated not only skill, but resilience, endurance, and an unwavering commitment to create beauty in the face of isolation. Adolescence and boarding school. Sent to a boarding school for the blind, Andrea confronted another kind of darkness, distance from home. Among 64 boys, night stretched endlessly, and homesickness pressed against his chest. Sleep became elusive, music became refuge, structure and light. He absorbed lessons of quiet endurance, learning to move forward without attention or applause. The isolation accelerated maturity, forcing him to cultivate patience, discipline, and inner strength. Long before fame would honor his voice, he had already learned the rhythm of persistence, the practice of beauty in obscurity, and the quiet power of carrying oneself upright when no one is watching. Trials beyond blindness. Life's challenges extended beyond blindness. Andrea endured personal loss, familial strain, and professional skepticism. Each trial, marital difficulties, financial limits, the weight of global expectations, added to the layers of resilience he cultivated. His response was not defiance, but steady perseverance. Through these challenges, Andrea's voice became more than performance. It became testimony. Every note reflected a journey through shadow and solitude, a navigation of suffering that was both personal and universal. The obstacles he faced forged a character defined not by hardship alone, but by the capacity to transform adversity into a medium of expression and empathy. Personal life and family. Andrea Bocelli's life is also a story of connection. His wife, Veronica, joined him fully, navigating fame, blindness, and the pressures of public life alongside him. Together, they built a partnership grounded in patience, trust, and devotion, culminating in the birth of their daughter, Virginia, in 2012. For Andrea, family is both sanctuary and inspiration. His children's presence reopens gentler registers of life, balancing the public intensity of performance with private intimacy. Through respect, companionship, and shared love, Bocelli demonstrates that resilience extends beyond personal achievement. It is nurtured through relationships that sustain, anchor, and transform the soul. Discipline and health. At 67, Andrea's approach to health reflects intentionality. His daily routine includes walking, vocal exercises, swimming, and breath work, alongside balanced nutrition and consistent medical care. Health is not a destination, but a repeated practice, sustaining the instrument that has carried him through life. This discipline underscores the connection between mind, body, and artistry. Physical and mental wellness allow him to continue performing with clarity and strength. It is through these habits, quietly cultivated, that Andrea maintains the ability to meet the demands of touring, recording, and philanthropy, illustrating that endurance requires both care and commitment over a lifetime. Philanthropy and responsibility beyond music, Bocelli's work embodies responsibility. The Andrea Bocelli Foundation supports education, healthcare, and disaster relief, focusing on underserved regions such as Haiti, East Africa, and rural Italy. Over $15 million have been directed toward long-term community transformation, reflecting Andrea's belief that art and empathy are inseparable. Philanthropy extends the voice's impact beyond performance, allowing his influence to reach lives in tangible, life-changing ways. Bocelli's commitment demonstrates that true legacy combines personal achievement with service to others, marrying talent with conscience to cultivate enduring, positive impact in communities worldwide. Recent work and ongoing legacy. Andrea Bocelli continues to evolve artistically and philanthropically. Between 2024 and 2025, he performed benefit concerts supporting earthquake relief and pediatric healthcare. His 2026 schedule includes a European tour and projects reconnecting with his roots while embracing contemporary expression. These endeavors are not nostalgia, but maturation, a synthesis of experience and artistry. Bocelli's career reflects resilience, creative curiosity, and enduring dedication. His life illustrates that challenges, whether physical, emotional, or societal, do not diminish the human spirit. Instead, they provide depth, empathy, and clarity that shape an artist capable of transcending circumstance. Lessons from a life in sound. Andrea Bocelli's journey teaches that adversity cultivates empathy and that discipline sustains life beyond despair. Blindness, doubt, and public scrutiny could have fractured a lesser spirit. Yet Bocelli meets each trial with humility, perseverance, and grace. His story is an invitation. Even in darkness, the human voice can endure. Each note carries proof of resilience. Each performance reflects a lifetime of courage, and every philanthropic effort reveals a commitment to shared humanity. Bocelli's life exemplifies the transformative power of endurance, showing that purpose, love, and discipline can illuminate even the most profound challenges. Conclusion: endurance beyond the spotlight. Andrea Bocelli's life is a testament to resilience, hope, and the enduring power of the human spirit. From the valleys of Tuscany to stages around the globe, his voice has transcended blindness, hardship, and doubt. Through music, family, health, and philanthropy, he embodies the principle that adversity can be transformed into beauty and purpose. His journey reminds us that the truest legacy is not fame or wealth, but the courage to persist, the ability to give, and the determination to sing, literally and metaphorically, with unwavering clarity. Bocelli proves that light can be found even in the deepest darkness.